Hello. As you might remember in our last episode, we explored the beautiful state of Montana. Welcome to Idaho. This is the Fly Shop Tour.
Gonna come to your town, gonna find your corner, and we'll soon be knocking on your door.
What's going on, everybody? As you might remember, I'm Wills Donaldson. I am the Director of Brand Partnerships here at Flylords, and we are currently on day one of Idaho in our tour. You've seen Jared, you've seen Joseph, and we've gone through Colorado, Wyoming, Montana, and now we are in Idaho. This is the 4th state out of our 5-state tour. We are pulling into Henry's Fork Anglers now, and we're about to meet up with a bunch of our buddies. We're gonna have an amazing time, fish some amazing water, so stay tuned. All right, so here we are at the shop. Last night we were joined by another Flylords team member. His name's Landon. He is from Idaho, so I know he's really excited about this. Like, Landon! Hey, want to come introduce yourself to the people?
Hey guys, I'm Landon German. I'm an Idaho resident here, and I'm joining the boys on their tour across my state and hoping to have a good time and catch plenty of fish.
Here, you got a little stuff on your face.
Do I?
Oh no.
Oh, all right.
On most any given summer day, Mike and his wife Cheryl Lee, an experienced fly tyer in her own right, can be found in their beautiful Henry's Fork Angler Shop in the small town of Last Chance, Idaho.
Started this business in 1976. I didn't want to teach school the rest of my life, and I worked in this off season in the fly fishing world. Along with that, my wife and I were tying flies for a lot of the shops. So that kind of got us up here to decide, well, maybe we could build a little shop and sell the flies retail instead of wholesale.
So some of you might be wondering why we don't have the van that we were originally traveling with. And due to unfortunate circumstances, the van is no longer with us and now is in the hands of a mechanic somewhere in the middle of Montana. Unfortunately, I don't think she'll be joining us on the rest of the road trip. But for now, we have this wonderful rental Chevy Suburban, and we'll be trading it out for a truck in a couple days here. So while we see some hardships, we're staying strong.
I wouldn't have believed that COVID would be another sort of step up in the fly fishing industry like the movie River Runs Through It. We were looking at how are we going to survive this, and you know, there was a couple of months it was pretty scary, but by the end of the summer it ended up being a better summer than the previous years. It was amazing to me. And fly shops, and those of us in the business today, are far better at trying to be more welcoming than they used to be 20 years ago or so. This idea that it's such an elite sport, I think we're kind of getting past that. When people come into our shop, they all come in for a wide variety of things, and with the shop being a pretty welcoming place, we get vehicles, people come in off the road here, especially when we have this little deli up here, probably had no interest at all in fly fishing. We just carry the same thing everyone else carries. There's only so much stuff you can carry, so we've got to do a better job than the next guy, if we're looking at our competitors, in selling that same stuff. The main thing people want, no matter what their level, is your time. Whether you're an experienced fisherman or whether you just want to ask some beginning questions. We just love to have you come in the store, and we want to treat you right.
After sitting down with Mike, we got to regroup with the guide for the day, Todd Lanning.
headed out onto a body of water that is well known for its clarity and the amount of big fish that you can spot.
We'll just kind of walk up the cliff here and see if we can see one, and then we'll send one of you down to get after them.
I like it.
This is the epitome of fly fishing. This is Shangri-La.
It was almost like a mixture of like Western big game hunting and saltwater fly fishing.
Let that come down through there. You need to go more to your left.
With the sun's reflection off of the water, couldn't see anything, but what I had was Todd on top of the cliffs giving me direction of cast, distance, what the fish were doing. So it was a very trusting exercise of like, I just need to get it to the general area of where he wants me to put it and hope that it worked out.
He's moving. He's coming in. Lay it down. They're both still there. Get them. Same cast. 3 feet to the right, to the left.
Right there, perfect.
Unfortunately, the water was really clear, the sun was really bright, not a cloud in the sky. We worked different areas for probably a couple hours.
Damn it.
It was so interesting because we needed to like stay way off of the cliffside as to not spook the fish. That's how clear it was, and that's how spooky these trout were. We were like army crawling off the side of the cliffs, like trying to navigate around these fish so they wouldn't see us. Would jump in, do the same thing, no fish, get out, repeat the process.
But like, it's okay. Sometimes it happens, you know?
I'm sure casts could have been made better. I'm sure conditions could have been better. There's 1,000 things that you can blame, but it was a really cool experience.
Mama. That's what happens when you drink too much beer. So we're back at the vehicles and we don't have any fish to report for the day. We have a long drive ahead of us and are gonna hit the road now.
If you've never been to Ketchum, it's like the Aspen of Idaho.
All right, so this morning we are in Ketchum, Idaho at Silver Creek Outfitters. We got in last night after a rough day on the water, but we are now meeting with our guide, Ernie.
I'm feeling good, man. We're gonna hop in the flow tubes. We're gonna bomb down about 40 minutes to Silver Creek and try out the nymphing program in the pond.
Come check this out. Walk us through this chest rig, man.
Yeah, so Richardson comes out of Pennsylvania.
Sure
I can't
does.
remember the name of the guy who makes it, but it's a 4-drawer system, thrift shop find. Really nice on the creek, just because a lot of times you're making 1,000 fly changes. Easy access. First stop will be Sullivan Slough, the shark tank. And we're gonna walk behind the visitor center here, get up on that hill, see if we can spot a couple fish working, see what we can do. But let's hop in the water, man. Let's do it.
Yeah, rise right off that.
Yeah, exactly. So we're gonna try to do this as slow as possible.
Yeah. Oh, look at this little ramp.
Do one a little further out.
Okay.
Right in the mix.
Oh, they hated that.
That's all right.
We went and checked out some ponds there that were just full of trout that had been caught 1,000 times before. We fished for them for probably 20 minutes just so Ernie could give us a little intro to the program. We loaded up in the trucks and we headed down to this bridge where the regulation states that you can't fish from the bank. So the only way to really do it is to float. And so the way that we did this was with duckies.
Stoke level is at 1 billion% right now. I'm gonna put a little floatant on this man and then see if we can get one of these fish that are very actively feeding to give us our first fish in Idaho. Keeps your fly up for 4 hours. This is a SEAL Team 6 operation. Yeah, I'm just floating. I've got no control.
There's fish rising everywhere. So this is where we're finally thinking, cool.
This is gonna happen.
This is gonna happen. We're gonna get it done. All to no avail.
This method of fishing is called Unflotagen. Originally pioneered by the Idahoan Dutch, it involves having zero say in where you're going and how you're going there, and floating around like just a little baby on the water going down the river. Yeah, I think we're gonna try to get one. It's tough, man. It's really difficult.
No fish. And that was when we hit a channel, and Ernie decided it was time to employ Ernie's bobber program.
Well, we just got our butts kicked by Tricos, Calabatus, probably some Baetis, and we're switching up the program. So leeches, chironomids, leeches. See what we can do.
I'm looking forward to it, man. This should be fun.
We threw on a balanced leech underneath a little pink bobber, and within the first cast number 1, fish on.
Yeah, that's my guy.
I mean, it's a fish. That's always fun. Boys, I'm going downstream. I'll catch you later. Yeah!
That's a
neat,
good
dude.
bow for the creek.
Is it?
Yeah.
Sweet, dude.
The browns get Leviathan, the bows, you won't see too many over 22.
Sick, dude. That was dope.
Fires me up. That's good.
That's awesome,
All right,
man.
now we're on a program.
Yeah, we're going
We
now.
continue the program.
What program are we on?
There is a trademark name that I don't want to say too loud, but it's Ernie's nymphing program.
It's a good program, man.
And it's bobbers, and we're in the pond.
We should do something with that.
No tears were shed, but there was definitely a weight lifted off of the shoulders. After finally getting some fishing net, a couple beers were cracked and enjoyed, we pack everything up, and it's time to head back to Ketchum to have a really enlightening sit down with the shop owner of Silver Creek.
My name is Terry Ring. I've been at Silver Creek Outfitters since 1979, and I'm the owner of the store. You know, the store started actually in the early 60s by Dick and Bobby Alfs, and it really literally started it with a bare hook, some thread, some fur, and some feathers. And they put their time and their talent into tying flies, and it really became an outlet for flies. It's operated continuously since then, probably the oldest fly shop that's continuing to operate in the state of Idaho. Silver Creek Outfitters is named after Silver Creek for a reason. It's some of the best dry fly fishing in the world. Crystal clear water, sophisticated fish that you're going to play a chess game with to try to figure out what fly they're eating on any particular day. They're very demanding to having an exact presentation, but they'll reward the angler that has the skills to get it done. Sun Valley is a magical place that attracts a lot of very interesting people. And the lifestyle here could be a hike in the morning, a lifestyle could be fishing in the afternoon, and going out to a concert that night. And so we try to be able to have something for all of those activities that people come to Sun Valley for. I think one of the most important things a fly shop can do is be accessible. I think it's very intimidating for people to come into a store full of men, and they go in and they've got some question, and it's not a dumb question at all, but they're afraid to ask it. One of the things that we try to train our employees to do is to don't ask somebody, "Can I help you?" Say hello, or even say, "What can I help you with?" We're committed to excellence in customer service. We're committed to hiring, training, and retaining a great staff. And we've got fantastic customers, and we're committed to trying to do a little better each time.
Oh, you want to see a magic trick? Oh! Oh!
One chicken empanada.
Said my Spanish was muy mal, so that probably means really good. All right.
Did you ask her how it was?
Sweet, guys.
Cheers.
Cheers. Woo! I think we're gonna head across the street, have a couple drinks in celebration with our lovely guide. So there should be an interesting night ahead. But we'll actually see you guys on the road tomorrow. This is crazy. Alright? This is insane.
It's cool.
How long does that go for?
I think that's another 20-ish miles up to where we actually stopped in Fairfield for gas. That reservoir actually cuts all the way through there. And this is the South Fork of the Boise River, which actually, through different dams and through different reservoirs, is the same river that flows through town.
And you can fish all this.
This is all blue ribbon, yeah. It is phenomenal trout fishery, rainbow, whitefish, and bull trout.
Whitefish?
Whitefish, yeah.
Dude, I'm so bummed that we're not fishing this. But, hey.
I mean, I got the rod rack right there.
Am I right? All right, I'll catch you guys later. I meant to go about half that distance. Help me. Oh, hell yeah, dude. This is beautiful, man.
It is a special place.
Well, I wish we could explore it a little more, but unfortunately we have to head to Boise and go drop this silver beauty off. So say goodbye to this and say goodbye to that. We got a new car! Woo! All right, so we are here at Payette Brewing in Boise, Idaho. We just got done setting up the tent with all the raffle goodies. Just had a chance to pop into the back end of the brewery, put a sticker down. She's there, we're finally immortalized inside of the brewing room. But we're just finishing up here and we're really excited to see everyone come through and raise some money for Snake River Waterkeeper. So we'll see you guys tonight.
And the second that 6 o'clock rolled around, we went off without a hitch. It was so cool to see just the snaking line of people that were lining up for a chance to win some of the awesome raffle prizes, just to donate to Snake River Waterkeeper, just to support the initiative that, you know, this event was based around.
I'm like on the verge of tears, man. This was like, oh, dude, such a cool community.
Any expectations that we could have set were completely blown out of the water.
First off, we want to say thank you to Payette Brewing for hosting us. This is an unbelievable venue. They make some fantastic brews. Lastly, we want to give some thanks to our sponsors, Costa Sunglasses, Yeti, Sims Fishing Products, Adipose Boatworks. In case you haven't seen it, there's a beautiful green boat. It kind of looks like a John Deere tractor, as well as Turtle Box Audio and Sage Fly Fishing. You guys raised $4,190. That's right. Let's hear it, ladies and gentlemen. Woo! That is incredible.
We're super grateful for everyone who came out and all the money raised, and it all went to Snake River Waterkeeper to fight the good fight that we know that the snake needs.
We just wrapped up our second to last event at Payette Brewing in Boise, Idaho. The crowd's dispersed, the tents are packed down, and we could not be more grateful for the amazing crowd that came out. Thank you guys so much. This is one for the books.
Boiseans, hometown crew, thank you guys so much for coming out and supporting the conservation, supporting our cause. That was such an awesome event.
Guys, it's been a super long journey. This is my 23rd day on the road. Honestly, after all the stops we've done so far, this has made me the most proud. We've raised the most money we ever had on this trip. We're so stoked you guys came out, and Boise, you know, we're gonna be back soon. Thanks.
Adios, Idaho. Utah, we're coming for you.